What's up, Soul Fam and everyone out there in the world? This is Nihility to Detail, and this is going to be a general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses for the second half of the Sun transitioning in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, pardon the noise in the background. If you do hear it, just bear with me. But in any case, before I get started with the reading, I do want to say that I hope all of y'all had a good first half of the Sun transitioning in the sign of Sagittarius, and I hope all will be well for y'all during the second half of the Sun transitioning inside of Sagittarius as we proceed forward. Now let's talk about what the Sun represents and what it represents being in Sagittarius. So the Sun is, of course, our actions, our viewpoints, how we see the world around us, as well as correlates to our wants, and it is going to be the energies of Sagittarius, which is mutable fire, being mutable and adaptable to your own and other people's ways of seeing and feeling the emotions. And Sagittarius was born out of the 9th house of higher knowledge, higher education, wisdom, faith, spirituality, and long distance travel, both externally and internally. So, with that being said, you, Taurus, are fixed earth, being fixated on your own ways of thinking and being practical, and Taurus was born out of the 2nd house of values and what you have to offer to the world. So, people, places, and things that you value, your moral system, and your values. So, with that being said, I'm going to shuffle the Universal Cards Tarot deck a few more times, and then pull 9 cards plus and overall from the Universal Cards Tarot deck. Then move on to the Waite deck for clarifications, and then move on to the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me to end the reading off. So, give this deck one more shuffle, and we will begin. Let me get myself situated like that. So the overall energies of the reading is the Strength card, which is Leo energies. To begin with the Leo, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or have Leo in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, with this being said, that overall you're having the strength to go through with something, or having the strength to we'll proceed forward with something. It involves you having strength. So, with your first card for Universal Cards Tarot deck that you get is the 6 of Wands. So there is an energy of victory for you. I feel like you're in a victorious place. I feel like you have good things around you. You're in a good spot during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius with the 6 of Wands appearing. Now, with the second card from the Universal Cards Tarot deck that you get is the 4 of Cups. So I feel like there's some discontentment, right? I feel like you're discontent about something and you're focusing on what you don't have instead of focusing on what you do have in front of you during this time. So switch your perspective and focus on what you do have, so you're not missing any opportunities that may put you in a better position, or opportunities that make your life more fulfilling for yourself. Now, with the third card for Universal Cards Tarot deck that you get is the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is speaking about you adapting yourself to the situation or circumstance that you're in. Alright, you must watch out for your communication during this time, because you are in the energies of communicating wrongly, or miscommunicating, or communicating out of just anxiety, or because you're adapting yourself. You may communicate something that you may regret later. So watch out for your communication during this time. Now, your fourth card for the Universal Cards Tarot deck that you get is the 10 of Pentacles. And the 10 of Pentacles is having everything that you want and need in the material world. Alright, so you have everything that you want and need in the material world, and I feel like you are very happy in the material world with the 10 of Pentacles coming out. So, like I said, you're in a very good spot during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, with your fifth card for Universal Cards Tarot deck that you get is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is talking about a new material opportunity. Like I said, with the 4 of Cups, if you're in this discontent energy, and you remain in this discontent energy, you may miss out when it comes to this new material opportunity that you got going on for yourself, or that's entering your life. So keep your eyes open and don't focus on this discontent during this time. Alright, now your sixth card for Universal Catcher Tarot deck that you get is the Six of Pentacles, which is a sense of equal give and take. So whatever energy you put out, you are going to get equal back in return. So just be careful what you push out. Remember the Page of Swords. Pay attention to your thoughts before you communicate them. Alright, pay attention, sixth dimension, to your thoughts, fourth dimension. So pay attention to your thoughts before you externalize it into the third dimension, where there is a sense of equal give and take here. Now with your seventh card for Universal Catcher Tarot deck, excuse me. So your seventh card for Universal Catcher Tarot deck that you get is the Page of Cups, which is talking about choppy waters. What you're dealing with choppy waters, which in tarot is unstable emotions, which is making you a bit introverted. So create higher perspectives and create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings to break yourself out of these unstable emotions, so that you can proceed forward in a sufficient way and open yourself up in a more lively way without being so introverted into yourself. Now your eighth card for Universal Catcher Tarot deck that you get is the Knight of Wands, which is the fastest card one of the fastest cards in the deck, which is you passionately going after what you want and desire in your life during the second half of the Sun transition inside of Sagittarius. Just do your best to not be overburdened to others while you're in this energy. And your last card, but definitely not least, for Universal Catcher Tarot deck that you get is the Four of Swords, which the Four of Swords is you meditating, pondering, and resting, and really focusing on what your next step is going to be. Alright, keep in mind that meditation is either you honing in on one specific thing or clearing yourself off of all thoughts and feelings, and leaving yourself in a clear state so you can come into the situation with clairvoyance. Now, like I said, you are meditating and pondering and thinking about what your next step is going to be to proceed forward. Do what's best for your highest good and the betterment of your well-being moving forward during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now, let's move on to clarifications, but first let's summarize. Overall, you are in this period of having strength and doing your best to be strong. With the Six of Wands being here, you are in an energy of victory, but you must watch out for this Four of Cups energy of feeling discontent and feeling like and focusing on what you don't have instead of focusing on what you do have. With the Page of Swords, you are adapting yourself to the circumstances, the situation that you got going on for you, but you must watch out for your communication while doing so. With the Ten of Pentacles, you have everything that you want and need in the material world, and you are very successful during this time. With the Ace of Pentacles, there is a new material opportunity, but with this discontent energy coming from the Four of Cups, you may miss out from this Ace of Pentacles energy if you're focusing too much on what you don't have in your life. You may miss out on this opportunity. With the Six of Pentacles, there is a sense of equal give and take, and with the Page of Cups, you are in a bit of an introverted state due to choppy waters or unstable emotions. Do your best to rise above those emotions by creating and agreeing with positive thoughts and feelings in order to do so. With the Knight of Wands, you are passionately going after what you want and need, or not what you want and need, what you want and desire in your life during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius, very passionately, moving very passionately towards what you want and desire during this time. And then your last card being the Four of Swords, you are pondering and meditating. So with the Four of Swords, that's your last card, finishing out the summary, you are pondering and meditating and thinking about what your next step is. Just do what's best for you and your betterment of well-being, as well as keep in mind that meditating is once again clearing all thoughts and feelings away from you, or honing in on one specific thing. Now, let's move on to clarification. Starting off with the overall being the Strength card. So the Strength card is clarified by the Page of Pentacles. So, Page of Pentacles in itself is about you wanting a new project, goal, aspiration, work endeavor, business, opportunity, whatever the case may be in the material world. And with the Page of Pentacles clarifying the Strength card, you are doing your best to have strength and continue to put energy work into this material goal, work, aspirational business endeavor that you got going on for yourself. Now with the Four of Wands, the Four of Wands is clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. So this feeling of being victorious is stemming from your sense of feeling materially independent and sufficient in the material world. You have everything that you need in the material world, but you may not have everything that you want in the material world during this time. But that is why you are in this victorious place, because you do have everything that you need and you're being very independent during this time. Now with the Four of Cups, the Four of Cups is clarified by the Four of Swords. So again, you're mastering, pondering and meditating over what your next step is. When you may feel discontent because you may feel stuck, you may feel like you won't be able to proceed forward, whatever the case may be, just focus on yourself and focus on doing what's best for you and taking the right steps and best steps for yourself moving forward during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Now with the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords is clarified by the Queen of Wands, which is this passionate energy of you going after what you want and desire during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. It's a very attractive energy, so you are bound to attract people towards you, but you are also not caring about other people's opinions, not like you're not caring about them themselves, but you're not caring about their opinions during this time, with the Queen of Wands showing up. And with the Queen of Wands clarifying the Page of Swords, you're doing your best to be independent, but adapt yourself to the circumstances, situation that you're in currently during this time. Now with the Ten of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Cups. So I don't know what you got going on, but you got a lot of happiness both in the material and the emotional world. So this is really good to see. This is happiness, bliss in the emotional world, having everything that you want and need in the emotional world. And with the Ten of Cups clarifying the Ten of Pentacles, it's just happiness overall during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. With the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Wands, which the Ten of Wands is talking about you carrying burdens or carrying out responsibilities that may feel like burdens. Alright, this new material opportunity may be something that you may not even feel like you want during this time, but I feel like if it's for the betterment of your being, your highest good, continue to start putting energy into this material opportunity for yourself during this time. Now with the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles is clarified by the Judgment card, which is Scorpio energy. So you could be dealing with the Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mars, or have Scorpio in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. But overall, you are given this rebirth into an ideal or something. It is being revitalized. And with the Judgment card clarifying the Six of Pentacles, whatever you're revitalizing and putting energy into, you're going to get equal give and take back. So, whatever this is, if it's for the betterment of well-being, your highest good, continue to put energy work into this ideal or situation or circumstance that you're giving revitalization energy to. Now with the Page of Cups, the Page of Cups is clarified by the Lovers card, which is Gemini energy. So you could be dealing with the Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Mercury, or have Gemini in your chart, and so these energies will be amplified for you during the second half of the sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. But overall, you are either dealing with a soulmate or a twin flame, or you listening to our higher yourself. With the Lovers card clarifying the Page of Cups, feel like whatever you have a lot of love for, or when it comes to really listening to our higher self and going with your higher self, you may be a little timid to do so. Alright, create higher thoughts and create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings in order to open yourself up so you can carry out this calling that you're given to yourself, coming from your higher self, which the higher self is whenever you take yourself out of the situation and don't attach yourself to any desires or animalistic natures in order to bring you down. Alright, it's doing what's best for you in the overall circumstances situation. But whatever the case may be, do your best to create and agree with positive thoughts and feelings so you can open yourself up and continue to go after what you feel you should call yourself to go after by listening to your higher self, or you opening up towards this soulmate or twin flame connection. Now with the Knight of Wands is clarified by the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is, again, discontent energy. So you may feel discontent, but you are going after what you want to desire in a passionate way during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. Even though you may feel discontent, I feel like you're pondering and meditating and doing what's right for you, regardless of how you feel during this time. Now with the Four of Swords is clarified by the Nine of Wands, which is this guarded feeling of you feeling like you're wounded, right? And you're not wanting to be wounded again, so you're pondering and meditating about how you take your next step. With the Nine of Wands clarifying the Four of Swords, you have gone through a lot with the Nine of Wands showing up, but do not let this get to you. Do what's best for your betterment of your well-being, your highest good, moving forward. Don't let that deter you from this new material opportunity or this calling that you've called yourself to go after when it comes to listening to your higher self. Now, let's move on to the Moonology Oracle deck to see what Mother Moon has to say to you through me to end the reading off. With your first card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon. A new start is coming. So a new start is coming for you. And I feel like with the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups being here, as well as the Nine of Pentacles clarifying the Seven of Wands, that this new start is very prosperous. But you must not let your these discontent energies and these energies of feeling burdensome, even if they are responsibilities that you should carry out for the betterment of well-being. There is a new start coming for you during this time. Now with your second card from Mother Moon to you through me is New Moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than take. So it is a time to give rather than take during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Sagittarius. So give what you can, give out, put energy work into this new material opportunity and going after what you want and desire during the second half of the Sun transition sign of Sagittarius. And like Mother Moon says and wants you to be aware of, it is a time to give rather than take. Now your last card from Mother Moon to you through me is Full Moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. So a fiery climax approaches, alright, and it's approaching to you. So as long as you do what's right for you and do what's best for the betterment of well-being, your highest good, a climax is approaching, and I feel like positive energy coming from this. So keep doing what you're doing, moving forward during the second half of the Sun transition in the sign of Sagittarius. And with that being said, that we are for this general reading for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses. I hope this helped, or hope this brought clarity, or aided you in any way. Shout out to the whole Soul family, shout out to the Lord of the Pilot Man. Y'all be blessed, remember that you'll never be less. Y'all take care and peace.